Assalamualaikum and hello. Let's continue with example 3, how to compare the boiling point of 1 pentanol and 1 propanol. The first step, you are going to draw the structure for both of these alcohols. I'm going to draw 1 pentanol with 5 carbon first. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And at first carbon, you got OH group. So this is 1 pentanol. I'm going to label it as structure A. Next one, I'm going to draw 1 propanol with 3 carbon, and at the first carbon you got OH group. So this is 1 propanol. I'm going to label it as structure B. Next one, we are going to describe and explain about the boiling point of these two alcohols. I'm going to take a look at the first factor, which is number of hydroxyl group. You can see that both of them contain the same number of hydroxyl groups. So I cannot use the first one. Let's go to the step 2, the second factor, which is the molecular weight. So I can see that for structure A, I got 5 carbon atoms, and structure B, I got 3 carbon atoms. So it means that we are going to use the factor molecular weight in explaining these two alcohols based on their boiling point. So when you have two structures that you need to compare based on their boiling points, so you don't have to do the arrangement. So I'm going to straight away use my subject. I'm going to talk about the largest one. So the largest one will be A. So A as my subject. So the first point you are going to talk about is A has larger molecular weight than B. So from there, you can say that A has stronger London dispersion forces than B. So when you got stronger London dispersion forces, it means that you need more energy. So A needs more energy to overcome the attractive forces than B. And the last point, you can conclude that A has higher boiling point than B. So this is how you want to compare the boiling point between two compounds based on the second factor, which is molecular weight. Now we go for example 4, where for example 4, I got 4 different compounds. This is where you are going to comment the boiling point of these following alcohols in ascending order. So I'm going to highlight this one in ascending order, where you are going to start from lower to higher, and you use the symbol less than. So now let's focus with the structures. You got the drawing itself and the labeling that is specific for you to use in your answer. Now we are going to determine which one has the lowest boiling point, which one has the highest boiling point. So I got my structure J, K, L and M. We are going to focus with the first step, which is the number of hydroxyl group. So you can see that structure L and M got hydroxyl groups. So it means that it can form hydrogen bonding in its structure because both of them are alcohols. And you can see that structure L, you got 5 carbon atoms. So this is 5 carbon, and structure M, you also got 5 carbon atoms. But here you can see the difference between these two is their branches, where structure L got less branches, while structure M got more branches. So first label everything. And now we are going to take a look at structure J and K. Structure J, you got 3 carbon atoms, and structure K, you got 5 carbon atoms. But both of them are not alcohols, but they are alkanes. So it means that they cannot form hydrogen bonding, but they can form London dispersion forces. So I'm going to use short form LDF as London dispersion forces. So now you can see that between these two, the factor that you are going to use between J and K is based on their difference of molecular weight. So later on, we are going to use molecular weight. And next one, you got structure L and M. Between these two, they got the same number of carbon atoms, the same number of hydroxyl group. So that's why we are going to talk about the difference of branches contributing to their factor of shape. And between alkanes and alcohols, I'm going to compare based on their difference of strength of intermolecular forces. I hope you still remember about the strength of London dispersion forces, which is weaker than strong hydrogen bonding. So now we are going to arrange my structure starting from alkane with less number of carbon atoms. So it means that the structure J, so J is followed by K, and then you can see from here more branches contribute to lower boiling point due to the smaller surface area in contact. So K is less than M followed by less than L. So you can see from your arrangement, J is the lowest boiling point and L is the highest boiling point. Now I'm going to explain in words where you are going to make as 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph is between J and K. This is the first paragraph. The second paragraph is between K and M. And the third paragraph is between M and L. So let's do it one by one together with me. Between J and K, you can say your subject as J. So J has smaller molecular weight than K. And then after that, J has weaker London dispersion forces than K. Hence, less energy is needed for J than K to overcome the attractive forces. And final point, you can say that J has lower boiling point than K. This is the first paragraph for your J and K. Now let's go for the second paragraph, which is between K and M. You can see that K is an alkane while M is an alcohol. So we are talking about their difference of intermolecular forces. So the first point, you can say that K can form weaker London dispersion forces while M can form stronger hydrogen bonding. So that's why K has lower boiling point than M. Only 2 points for the difference of K and M, the second paragraph. And now let's focus with the last one, third paragraph between M and L. So we are talking about the factor shape here, and both of them are alcohols. So the first point is M has more branches than L. That is the first point. The second point, you can say that M has smaller surface area in contact than L. And the next point, you can say that M has weaker London dispersion forces than L. So M needs less energy to overcome the attractive forces between molecules. And last point, you can say that M has lower boiling point than L. So these are the answers how to compare the boiling point between 4 different compounds, and when you got 4 of them, it means that you need to answer and describe in 3 different paragraphs. So I hope all of you are clear how to compare the boiling point alcohols with alcohols, and the second one, alcohols with alkene. So that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.